Hey guys, let me show you what's new in the last version of Better Pie menu. So first, as you can see, I updated the promo page, the documentation page. You will have a bunch of new GIF and you will be able to see what the add-on can do for you. I also added a changelog, so like that for each version you will have the information on what's new and what you can do. And I also updated every part of this page. So for the smart menu you will have some videos, some GIFs, etc. Up, pop-up modifier, light and cameras, as you can see. Okay, so let's see what you can do with the add-on. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is the model operator to edit the environment and light. For example, if you have something or nothing selected, you will call the model operator, and if you move your mouse vertically or horizontally, you will have different results. Vertically, you will change the power, and horizontally, you will rotate the light. Okay, so just like that, you can edit the HDRI map on the directly like that in the 3D view. This is nice. You don't have to go in the UI to edit with these settings, etc. Okay, so it will work with custom HDRI map, or it will work with the basic HDRI map you will have inside Blender, like that. Okay, up, power. And it will also work in solid mode and studio lighting. So just like that you can do this. And this is really nice for sculpting, because like that you will be able to see your object. Personally, I just want to add better studio maps, because those ones are not the best in my opinion. Okay, so after that it will work in render and material. This is the same. Okay, so this is nice, and it will obviously work with cycle. Okay, so let's go back in Eevee, that will be faster logically. Let's decrease the power. If, let's see, you add a sunlight, let's add a sunlight here. Okay, so I can move it up. If you use the same model operator and, for example, move vertically, that will change the strength, and horizontally that will change the angle. As you can see here, sun, strength, angle. And the angle will be for the shadows, like that. Okay, and power, strength. Let's see, you can, if you want, disable this light. Let's add a point light. Up. Point light. And this one, this is the same. Let's add a color to change up, like that. This is the same. Vertically that will be the power, and horizontally that will be the radius. As you can see, it will change up the concentration of light. And obviously these shadows here. So just like that, so if I activate this, you can edit absolutely everything directly up in the 3D view. So this is really nice. Up, let's decrease the power of this one. Okay, so if, let's see, I add a spot, let's move my spot, let's see here, I can increase the power. I will edit this and edit that. Okay, so power, and after radius, as you can see, it will change like that. Up. Let's see, I will use an area light. Up, power and radius. Up, like that. And I show you how I did this later. But I wanted to make something like that. So let's use a temperature. Let's use 1000. Up, maybe more. Like that. Okay, so as you can see, this is nice. So like I said, you can edit absolutely everything directly in the 3D view. So I can decrease the power of this one if necessary, this one, up, and if I select nothing or something else that is not a light, I can play on the environment. And as you can see, depending on the selection, you will have the name of the type of the light, and you will be able to edit everything. So no need to go in the UI to edit your light, etc. You can directly edit it like that, or you can edit it with the model. So this is fast, and I personally like it. I hope you like it too. The second thing I want to show you is the toggle of editors. So if I call a key, I press a key and I go into a direction, I can, as you can see, toggle some editors, like that if necessary, okay? So I can do this, I can do that, okay? I can get rid of this one, show it, get rid of this one, okay? Just press the key, go to the direction, and you will have what you want. Like that. You can show the shadow editor, the this one is the geometry node editor. Normally I need to select this object because this is uneditable, as you can see. This is the geometry node editor, like that, okay. I can get rid of this one, I can get rid of this one, I can show this one, I can show the asset browser here, the info because I use it a lot, and the preferences. So let's see, in the preferences of the add-on, you will have the keymaps. I will show you how to do this, how to set up this one, because this is not a pie menu. I could have used a pie menu to do the same, but pie menu, for example, are big, and sometimes when you will go in the view, you will not see all the pie menu. So that's why I choose just to use keymaps. So to do this, go in the add-on preferences, go to keymaps, and here press toggle, tape toggle. Press enter. Okay. So you will have all the editors you can toggle and use. So what I did, for example, for the asset browser, open this one, choose the key you want to use, choose click, drag, and now just choose a direction. Okay? Do the same for everything you want inside Blender or those editors. So like I said, as you can see, I choose the same key for each one, here, click, drag, and a different direction. So for the info editor, that would be north, and for the outliner, that would be east. Okay? So this is as simple as that. For the preferences, I just tape preferences, and as you can see, I used the same shortcut. So you can use this workflow for everything inside Blender, so this is pretty nice. Okay, so just like that, bam, bam, if necessary, like that. So sometimes I want a big, long outliner, and I don't want to see this one, so I can do this, and I can, for example, just do this. Okay, so it's really up to you, you can do whatever you want, like that, up. Okay, so this is pretty nice. I really like it, so I hope you like it too. Let's see another thing that was requested by customers. So, for example, in the shading pop-up, I will use scene world, like that. Let's decrease the scene world power. Okay, let's decrease this one. And you can disable the light if you want, as you can see. Okay, so for the shading pop-up, it was requested, I added, as you can see, some compositing nodes. You can use a glare here, and be sure for the compositing to always use always. And here you will have the settings for this glare. So for example, if I change the value, as you can see, I will have this one. So I can hide the settings, and I can, if I want, disable it. I need to make it bigger to show you. Hop. I can disable it, and I can remove it. And I added some useful nodes, for example, brightness contrast, if I want to increase the contrast, the brightness, etc. So let's get rid of this one. Gamma, hue saturation, lens distortion. So if you want to have something, as you can see here, with the distortion here, so you can change the settings to have something different. Let's make something like that, dispersion. Okay, so this is a possibility. You can do whatever you want. So I can hide it, and I can remove it. I added this one just for fun, because this one is fun. It's I don't see when you need it, but I added it just for the fun. You will have some filters, for example, to add some sharpness if necessary, up, as you can see. Okay, so this is something simple, just some nodes that will be added to decompositing. For example, if I split my view and go to decompositing, as you can see, I have this. If, let's see, I add a glare, it will add a glare. If I add a lens distortion, it will add a lens distortion. So let's hide all of this. If I add, let's see, a filter, it will add a filter. And if I get rid of them, it will get rid of them. So, basic, this is simple, nothing complicated for this one, I wanted something simple. Let's go back for the lighting part, and on the shading pop-up, as you can see, I updated the part for the custom HDRI map. And you have the world here, so I can create a new world here, and let's see, on this world I will use this map. So, in fact, I should show the world all the time because I want to switch between worlds. So first, on this one, let's go on cycle, let's go on this, and let's add a sky texture. Okay, so on the sky texture, I can decrease the value. So it's this one, so 0.1, that will give me this result. So this is nice. I can change the settings of my sun. I can change all the settings of this sky texture, okay? And with this one, I can switch to another world. So like that, you can create different world and different environment shading. So this is nice. And like I said, I will put on the world, even if we have here, I will put it maybe at the bottom or more here. I will show you. It should be logical to be able to switch between different world where we want, when we want, okay? So this is the sky texture. Let's go back. Oopla, I clicked up. Let's go back to the first world here. And as you can see on this one, I added a settings. Let's get rid of this map. I can add an environment texture. So let's select some maps. Let's add this one like that. It will add this this light. You can, this map, HDRI map, you can make this if you want. On the settings, you can use color background if you want. So like that, you can edit this up. Maybe I can take this, can I select? Yes, I want to select this. Maybe I can take this one, Shift to Z, my bad. And in this one, use a shadow catcher. So that can be, that can give me something like that. Okay, so this is also a possibility. Shadow catcher, disable it. And like I said, let's go back to this one. I can change the color of the background, I can change the strength, I can change the rotation. I can also change the visibility. Since we are using the cycle, I can make it non-affect diffuse, or transmission, or glossy, or scatter, okay? So basic settings, and you can change the map here if you have different map, and you can here replace the environment map if you want to replace it to something else. Let's use this one, like that, okay? After that, you can obviously edit the settings directly in the view. Here. Okay, so I can hide this, I can remove it if I want. So, for the environment, that's it. So I will show you something else. For example, here, I added the override. So if you click, you will create an override material. So like that, on one click, you have an override material. So this is really useful. You can obviously select other materials as override, like that. As you can see, this is nice. Okay, you can get rid of this one, so like that it will come back. I also added settings. For example, if you press Shift on cycle, you will have the fast settings for cycle. Okay, this is just to be fast to change some settings. That will be the same for EV. Shift and click, and you will have the settings for EV. If I don't want ray tracing, as you can see, I will not have it if I don't want shadows, etc. Same for the noise, etc. Okay, so simple. I was too fast. Same for simplify, shift click, you will have the settings for simplify. Same for the grid, shift click, for example, if I want to show the grid, I need to activate this one. Yep. And if I don't want to use the z-axis, like that, so I can hide it, and the z-axis will not come back, as you can see. So this is nice. Let's hide this one. I added this to have the settings directly inside the 3D view. So like that, you don't have to go if you are like me, because I'm using a 4K monitor, and all of this is pretty far from what I want. And as you can see, I want to work in full screen like that, because now I have access to everything, so I don't need to keep, for example, this and this visible. I like to work like that, and to have everything here, as you can see, set where I want. For example, if I want to change a material for this one, I can use, let's see, a copper, and I will have this one. I can use a rubber, I will have this one, carpent, up, aluminum. And I also added something here. So if you click here, as you can see now, you will be able to add other materials. For example, if I want to use a metallic BSDF, I will have the metallic BSDF, and I will be able to edit this material. Okay, so this is a good addition. I don't remember if I added this on when you don't have anything. Yes, I should add a button here, or press Shift, and that will show the button. But I think it will be better to use another button here. So I can use the aluminum. Oh, I have a bug here. So let's see what it was. Non-trip inputs. Yes, I will fix that. So the add-on is in constant change. I improve it all the time, so I will fix everything I will see. So just because of this, if you have anything, come on the Discord and the support channel, and I will be able to help you to improve the add-on and for the custom request, etc. Customers request, etc. So did I forget something about all of this? No, I think I'm okay. On this one you can change the units, on this one you can set the preferences, and you will have, we saw everything here. Okay, so I think it's okay for this part, for the shading pop-up. So for the lights, if you go on the smart menu, you will have the track to constraint. So with this one, if you put your mouse on it, you will be able to see different settings. For example, click will pick an object as target, click will pick an object as target. So now if I move this light, it will follow, the light will follow this object as target. So let's decrease all of this, like that. Okay. So I can get rid of this to select another one, like that, as you can see, or hide it, or get rid of it completely. If I shift click, it will add an empty, as you can see here, and it will be the target of the constraint track 2 of the light. Okay, so like that you can select, let's come here and deselect this one. Okay, so like that you can do this, and if you want to animate it, it works, okay? And for example, the last one, if you press Ctrl, it will just add a track 2 without mousing. You can after, if you want to do this, okay? So this is nice. For example, let's get rid of the lights, and let's show you this. So for this, this is almost the same. In fact, if you click, you will add on the mouse, so like that you can place it where you want directly. So this is nice, I like it. If you have, let's see, a selection and you shift click, it will be, it will add, like we saw previously for this one, a constraint track 2 with the selection here, as you can see. This is nice. Let's get rid of the constraint. In fact, get rid of this one. If, let's see, I press Shift and click, it will in fact add an empty at the center of the scene and use this one, as you can see, and with the constraint, track 2, etc., etc. You can after, for example, if I do this, press G, Shift Z, and rotate the light as you want. if you move it, as you can see, you will be able to set exactly the result you want for the light. You don't need, let's get rid of everything, to make a rotation with R, up, like that. It also works, but as you can see, this is clunky. But it works. This is another possibility. If, let's see, you have a selection and you press Ctrl-Shift, it will, in fact, create the light, okay? Create the empty, but the empty will be placed on the selection, okay? So like that, you can place the light and the empty where you want. The thing is that, let's see, you can just have, for example, I want to add a spot, I will just press Shift here. I can edit everything directly in the 3D view, up. Let's edit the beam, up, like that. And let's edit everything, the shadows, okay? So as you can see, you can do everything like that directly in the 3D view. Let's enter 2000. And I will have this result, maybe this. Okay, that will be better. Okay, so you can directly constrain the light you create on the object you want, and after that you can pick another object if necessary. Like you can come here, or you can just come, I was too fast, come here. Okay, so this is nice. I want to make it here. Okay. So you will have all the information here, and this will be the same for every button on my add-on. For the camera, this is the same. If you click, you will add a camera on the mouse. Let's get rid of this one. If you shift click, it will add the camera, as you can see, with the constraint on the selection, like that. So if I scale the camera, you can see. If, for example, let's move it here, G, Shift Z, I will be able to make something like that. Okay, so it works. And same if you have a selection and you press Ctrl-Shift, that will add the camera here with an empty, and you can, as you can see, or animate the camera as you want. Okay, so this is nice. For the cameras, just to show you, I will show you the last one. So, for the camera, you will have this one. You can click on Add Camera to View. That will create the camera. That will place it on the view. I can activate this if I want to do this. Okay? And as you can see, it works. So let's exit the camera, like that. And let's create another view. So let's select this one here. Maybe increase this, up, maybe rotate, yes, like that, I like it, okay. And I can just do this, it will create another camera. So if I go and select my other camera to activate it, I will have my two cameras here, okay. So as you can see, this is nice. And you will have the settings for the cameras. For example, for this one, I want to use something square. I want to set it, and let's just do something like that. Oh, okay. You can activate or not if you want. And you can come here and switch to the other camera. And as you can see, both camera will use its own resolution, like that. So this is pretty nice. For the cameras, you can also store some views. For example, I will store this view for this camera. Okay. So I can change. I need to go back to my camera, up, like that. Let's activate it. I can change the view. Let's make something like that. Select my camera. You can use A to select the camera you want. This one here. And I can store a new view. So if I go on the first view and on the second view, okay? So like that, you can do whatever you want. You can also update the view, or delete, or remove it, or remove everything. And obviously, if you want, let's come here, let's select the camera and store a new view. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And that will work per camera. So if I go on this camera here, I have one view, so let's store this view. Be sure the camera, this one, we can rotate. Let's do this, let's select my camera, and store a new view. So 1, 2, if I go on the second camera, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is a nice addition in my opinion. After that, you can play with the depth field, and as you can see, you can pick an object. This is nothing new. But I also added this one. You can pick directly the distance if you want. But first let's change the value of this one, and let's make something 0.02, like that. Okay, so as you can see, I can directly pick the distance. Let's pick here, like that. Okay, so this is nice. And you can, if you put your mouse on it, as you can see, click will pick an object as target to set the distance, and shift click will add an empty as target. So if I shift click, bam, I will add an empty, and I will be able to place it where I want. Okay, so like that, you can, if you want, for example, I will place it here. I can animate the empty to place it here. After that, on my camera, so let's select the camera, I can change the view and place it somewhere else. Okay, so this is nice. Let's select the empty, and after I can move it where I want. So like that, you have you can do whatever you want. So this is nice. You have all you need. You can go to different views. You can remove them. You can also add a constraint track too, like we saw previously for the light. This is the same settings. Click will pick an object as target, shift click will add an empty as target, and control will add a constraint without target. So for the cameras and the light, this is the same thing. I make it like that. I forgot something on the shading pop-up. This store view. I will try if I can improve it, because you can store a view here. You can, let's see, come here and store a new view. So this is nice. That works like that. But if, let's see, I come and zoom up, I store my view, the views doesn't use the distance. And I don't know if I can change this behavior to have the position, rotation, and place inside each 3D view. I will try to improve this if it's possible. But you can store different views like that. It's also useful. You can replace them. For example, on this one, I will come, let's see, here, and I will replace it. So now I go here and come back here. Okay, so this is also a possibility. So for the cameras, like I said, you can select the camera here. If you have several cameras, you will be able to select them. And with this one, you can set the active camera, as you can see. And it will obviously change the resolution to the active camera. So I think that's okay for the cameras. That's done. I don't know if you saw that, but on this menu, this pie menu, if you put your mouse on it, if you shift click, you can pop up the view you want. For example, I want to pop up the compositor, I can. I want to pop up the UV editor, I can. I want to pop up the geometry node, I can. Okay, so on Windows at least, the view stays visible. So for example, let's get rid of the outliner, and I want to pop up the outliner, I can do this. Okay, yep. The only drawbacks will be that we cannot set the size of the window, but as you can see, I can edit, it stays here. So this is also a nice possibility. For example, no, I don't want here. I want to pop up, let's see, the asset browser, and I will have my asset browser directly here. This is another possibility, if you like to work like that. Personally, I like also to be able to do this, and do this for the asset browser, and do this for the different parts. Hop, hop, hop. Like that. Okay. The other thing is that, for example, for the split area, it was something a customer asked me. It was the possibility to, if I press Shift, it will split vertically, and I was too fast. Let's join. Let's use matcap. I prefer to use matcaps. You have your scene. You want to split it directly with something. I will press Shift and click. I will split it vertically, and I can switch directly the editor I want. Okay? So this is a possibility. Let's join this one. And if you press Ctrl, that will be the horizontal split. And like that, you can do this. Okay? So, like I said, this is a possibility. Let's go back to the render. I was thinking about adding, for example, control on join that will close the window, the area maybe. For example, if you have several areas like that, and do this, press control, bam, that will close the area. You can also close it like that if you want. As you can see, I need to call it directly here. It will work. Okay, so this is another possibility. And I made this one smaller because it was big previously. And here I cannot remove this one because this is the only one we have. So that's it for this pie menu. For the modeling, let's do this. Let's add this. Let's go in this one and let's select everything. So for the modeling, I added a merge by distance modal. That means you will call it, and you will move your mouse. As you can see, it will be able to edit, to merge by distance directly with the result directly in the 3D view. You will have some options here. Shift to increment by 0.1. If not, that will be by 0.01, as you can see. Shift by 0.1. You will be able to use the wheel mouse, the numpad, for example, 0.21. Press enter. And that will do this. Well, on this one, 0.1 wasn't 0.5. Same, 0.5 is not okay. Let's see 0.9. And as you can see, it works. So let's undo. Let's select everything. And let's call it once again. And you will have the options for the use unselected and sharp, etc., etc. Okay, so it works. I also, let's add a cube here. Let's go on this one. That will be on the next update on this one. I added the subdivide. So like that, you will be able to subdivide your mouse, and you will be able also to subdivide your object and smooth it like that. For the smoothness. It will work with the mouse, or you can enter a value, for example 3, press enter, and that will work. Okay, so like I said, that will be for the next update on this one. That's it for that. For everything, in fact, also, depending on the mode you will use, as you can see, you will be able to call the brushes. You will be able to, if I press Shift, to hide the asset shelf. I have a model for the asset shelf, Control and click and middle mouse, and you will be able to scale this one. And in fact, it works also for this, no, I wanted, for this one. This is the asset browser. Okay. So, space, shift click like that, or space and click, and you can do this. And I updated the brushes here. You will have all the necessary tools to edit your brush. For example, if I go on the draw brush, I will have this. If I go on texture paint, I can have this. I can use gradients, etc., etc. I will have my brushes, the asset shelf, if I want it or not. Let's do something like that if you want. So space, change the brush. Alt RMB for the smart menu to edit the settings of this brush. If you want to use the mirror, if you want to add some texture slot, strokes, fall off, affect everything. That will work for the vertex paint. Same, space, the brushes, smart menu to edit these brushes. Same for the white paint mode, space for the brush, smart menu for the settings of this brush. As you can see, everything follows. If, let's see, I add curves on this one, let's add this one, up. You can edit, obviously, the settings of this curve here. You can go in different modes. Let's scale it a little. I need to select the endpoint. Let's scale it. Okay, so everything up in Blender, in Better Pie menu, will help you to edit what you are using right now. So on this one, I can, if I want, let's see, I have freeze here. I can increase the distance to have something like that. That will give you this. If you select this, you can choose between different modes, add subdivisions up like that. If you have, this one is parented, so you will have the settings for the parent here. You can also move it if you want. So like I said, on this one, you can go in sculpt mode. You can select the different brushes. For example, I want to use the add, and you will have all the settings for the add brush. So that will work with this. That will also work with grease pencil. So let's add a monkey. Where is my monkey here? So if I go in sculpt mode space, I will have the brushes. Smart menu for editing the brushes. Edit mode, I will add this. Same for W, you can have some tools here. In vertex paint mode, space to change the brush. Same. For the draw mode, space to change the brush. The settings of the brush, the white paint mode, space to choose the brush. Same, the settings of the brush, etc. In edit mode, you can select same, you will have some different parts. I edited the select mode, the select pie menu, to work on every type of object. If I select this one, as you can see, that will be different. If I select in object mode, that will be different. Okay, I can select grouped collection, select by type if I want. This one is really nice. If I select all the object by type, as you can see, that will work. And that's it. In fact, I updated all the parts of the add-on to make it work with different type of object. If you are, for example, in sculpt mode, you will have, like we saw previously, all the settings. If you are in edit mode, you will be able to edit the settings like that. Okay. And I also updated the align menu. For example, let's do this. Let's go in top view here. If, let's see, I have two selections, I can align it on X, like that. I can align on the active Y and active Z, okay? I can also, let's move this one. Let's get rid of this. Align on the grid, like that. On the grid Y and on the grid Z, okay. And I also added something interesting. It was the align to ground, like that. And it will place the vertex that is at the bottom of the object on the ground. Okay. So if, let's see, I take this one, like that, align to ground, that will just do this. So this is interesting. Okay. I can also, on this one, origin to bottom, and if you press shift, that will origin to bottom and align to ground. So shift, click, bam. And if now we use this one, as you can see, the origin is at the bottom and the object is aligned to the ground. This was a request on this one. This was a good request. What did I change? In fact, I changed so much things in the last several versions of the add-on that I cannot remember everything I changed. But I updated most of the add-on to make it work. For the grease pencil, you will have the material pop-up. For the object, I updated also the material pop-up. This one will directly show the shader editor if you want to edit some part of your add-on, okay? So that works. Same for this. Let's get rid of this one. I can use a preset. I can use a red preset, like that. Up. Let's go in the render mode. As you can see, let's select the sphere at the inside. Up, up. Can I select my sphere? Up. So let's come here. let's select this icosphere. Let's change this one for, not this one, but I want, yes, I have this material. Up. Let's use a rubber. Okay. I have the presets only when I'm using Principled BSDF. And like that, I will have the result I want. Okay. So I can do this, I can make a rotation, I can edit this one if I want more hair. So density, let's enter 500, like that. And as you can see, it will work. So I have my environment here. I can obviously disable it, up. I can, let's see, add a light. I want to use the sun, so maybe let's, no, I will do this. I will press Shift for the sun to place it as I want here. And I can increase the power, I can play with the shadows, etc. Okay? G, Shift to Z to rotate it as I want. Okay. So as you can see, you can do everything inside the 3D view, you have access to everything. And I think I will stop here because there is so much things I changed that, like I said, I don't know what to show you next, and the video is already way too long. But as you can see, you can do whatever you want. You can use some smart tools, you can use all the custom primitives, the lights I added, the camera, if you want, for example, I want a camera on this view. Boom, I have this camera. I want to set this resolution, I can. I want to add a track 2, I can. I want to add a depth of field, I can, on this object. Just change the value. Like that, it will work, etc, etc. Okay? So you can do whatever you want. And I will make some tutorials to show you how I use the add-on all day. And as you can see, this is nice. I like this feature. It's really nice. So see you on the next video, and don't hesitate to come on the Discord to talk about the add-on. See you later.